Yes. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're joining us. We are Freak 24, your 24-hour YouTube channel, and we bring you exclusive content 7 days a week to ensure you get educated and to make sure you get informed about the things that are happening here in Kenya and across Africa to the world. So, if you're joining us for the first time, you're super welcome to Afrique 24. And here we try to break down things that are happening in the political area. We try to break down things that are happening in the social world, and we just try to make the world a better place using the media. So if you're joining us, please consider subscribing, and you won't regret subscribing. Your subscription is worth it. So if you see anywhere Freak 24, if you're joining from Facebook, consider joining us in YouTube, and we will do the best we can to try and educate you, to try and make you also entertained, so that you might think of joining and supporting the platform. And if you're joining on X, you're welcome. Those ones who are joining from Facebook, welcome. And the ones who are joining from Mutembei TV, kindly consider subscribing to Afrique 24, your 24-hour YouTube channel. And we get straight away to the topics of today. So from today, we have seen that many things are happening. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself, Alex Ogega, host here on Afrique 24. And so many things have been happening in the political arena. We have seen today the CAF officials have been here to try and see the conditions of the stadium. They visited Kasarani. I believe they will also visit Nyayo. They will also visit Talanta Stadium. So, and of course, we know Kenya is hosting the AFCON, the next Africa Cup of Nations, together with Tanzania and Uganda. So, the CAF officials have to come and try and inspect the stadiums to know what's happening, to see if the projects that were launched, as we have seen today from Yvonne's take. Yvonne today has been trying to break down the issue of launching things. So uh, the Kasarani has been under rebuilding for a while. Nyayo Stadium has also been under rebuild. We are being told the Talanta Sports Academy will be finished by 2025. We shall wait and see. The good thing with the internet is it doesn't forget. So uh, we will not forget the promises that were made to us about the stadiums being filled. And also today we have seen a lot. We have seen the MP for Kikuyu, Kimani Ichung'wah, coming out to blast politicians who use the burial as a platform to politicize, instead of going to pay respect to the dead and to kupeana rambirambi kwa wale ambao wamempoteza mtu. He has come out to attack them strongly. Also, we have seen Kimani Ichung'wah coming out to call out the church officials, saying that they should stick to their lane, and that politicians have the right to share the money with churches the way they want. And we have also seen the minority leader Junet Mohammed say that the clergy should raise issues in sorry. Minority leader Junet Mohammed said the clergy should raise specific issues instead of generalized condemnation. So, Minority leader Junet Mohammed saying that the church should not be generic. He's saying that the church should raise issues that they should raise issues being broken down. They should not just speak in general. They should break down things so that they can be able to be addressed. And also, we have seen for quite a while, Peter Salasya has been at it with ODM leaders. They have been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with the ODM leaders. So uh, he has been attacking Baba for a while, and I think there's some issues between the two parties, because He's in the we've seen the party where MP Salasya is in. The they departed from Azimio. So right now there is some bit of tension. So and we have also seen today President Ruto giving Tanzania their flowers, saying that Tanzania are doing well in terms of trading, and Kenya should also try and emulate what they're doing. And of course, we have also seen there is a lot of in Kenya. There is still the issue with abductions. There is the issue with killings. There is always, like here in Kenya, you can't finish a day without getting hard news. Either somebody is abducted or somebody is killed. So those are the issues that the country is facing, and that is hard news which we cannot escape. So we get straight away to the video.
Siasa, tuache mambo ya kupeleka siasa kwa mazishi. La pia ni condemn mambo ambayo tuliona jana yakitokea huko Limuru, na niwaulize wale wanasiasa wanaotumia siasa za upuzi, sababu hizo ni siasa za upuzi, kwenda kupeleka siasa kwa mazishi, kutojali wale ambao wamefiwa na familia yao, sababu watu wanataka kwenda kujitafutia yao wenyewe. Kwa hivyo niwaulize wote kwa heshima, waheshimu kwanza familia zilizofiwa. La pili, kanisa ambazo zinaendesha zile ibada za wafu pia waweze kuwaheshimu. Na kile kitendo kilitokea jana ni kitendo cha aibu sana 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 sana. Mimi nimekuja hapa, hujaniona na usalama wote. Uhitaji usalama kwenda mazishi. Jambo la kufanya ni tuwe wangwana na tuheshimu familia zilizofiwa, tuheshimu kanisa, tuheshimu wananchi. Zile siasa wanataka kufanya za kujitafutia ile tunaita kwa lugha ya kimombo sympathy, pia wasiende kutafuta kwa mazishi ya watu ama kwa makanisa. Watu wajiheshimu pia wenyewe. Kugo nitutige kuhuthira mathiko na makanitha kuhura siasa, na kanitha ĩrĩ na jukumu ĩyo ya gutigirira uria marauga na uria marerire ateti. Tutige kuhuthira makanitha na muno makiri ni giko gia thoni muno ati siasa, tuache mambo ya kupeleka.
So yes, that is the MP for Kikuyu, Kimani Ichung'wah. He's saying that we should stop politicizing in funerals. So the question which we are raising is that who is he addressing directly? Who is that one who is using the who is using the occasion to try and politicize? And we have also seen for a while Kimani Ichung'wah has been at it with the impeached deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, the truthful man. He has been at it. They have been at it at each other, and Kimani Ichung'wah also played a big part in the impeached deputy president leaving his office, Rigathi Gachagua. So the question which you are raising is, who is he attacking when he's saying that politicians are using the burial platform to politicize? Because what I can say is that the truthful man loves his people. The truthful man loves his community so much. So anything that he can, any opportunity that the truthful man can get to try and let's say to try and send his condolences to anyone who has lost somebody in his community, he goes there, anapeana pole yake, anapeana rambirambi. And when it comes to the people of his community, the guy has so much love for them. So I can't really say that he's using the platform to try, not the platform, he's using the occasion to go and politicize because the truthful man loves his people so much. So any opportunity, if there is anything that is happening in anywhere in that involves the people of the mountain, Rigathi will be there to try and do anything, do the best. So for him, so many people label the truthful man as a tribal person, but for him, it's more of loving his community rather than hating certain communities. For him, it's more of loving the people of his community where he's from. For him, it's not more of hating. You see, the issue with the politicians, there are some politicians who hate certain communities, and that's negative. But for the truthful man, he loves his people so much, which is but I can't really say that it's a good thing to love your people so much and to overlook other people. I think it should be equal. So I second what Kimani Ichung'wah is saying on the issue of politicians not using the occasion of not using the occasion of funeral to go and politicize, because it has been going on in Kenya for the last, I think, 10, 20 years or forever. So where politicians have been using the platform of not the platform, the occasion of burial to go and politicize instead of going to give their condolences and to try and mourn with of the family which has lost one. So there's these issues, and these issues people have been raising them for a while, not just the burial. Also in churches, people have been raising issues. Politicians have to stop continuously using the platform of the church to politicize, because the church is sacred. The church is a place where we come to know more about God, and we live differently than the way we came in. If we came in not knowing something from the Bible, we learn something from the Bible and we go home. And that has been the foundation for churches. Churches have not been the platform for people to politicize. So the same thing should be with the funerals or the burials. It's not a platform to politicize. The occasion, we have to stay objective. The occasion, if we are there to only give our condolences to the family and leave. In that way, we maintain respect, and we acknowledge that this is not the place to politicize or to call out leaders or to shame others or to even insult your fellow politicians. So going forward, we urge the politicians to try and ensure they be able to they stick to what brought them to certain places. If you are doing a rally, standing on top of Hammers and the Range Rovers, use that platform, politicize, do what you always do. If you're going to a funeral, please maintain and give your condolences to the family. And if you can contribute something to the family, contribute. Same thing with the churches. If you go to churches, hear the word. If your presence is acknowledged, stand, speak something spiritual to the people. Tell the people, give them a verse, give them an encouragement, and pray for them. And the citizens will respect you even more. But this habit of using platforms that are not for politicizing, that's now it's a no-no. And going forward, because right now Kenyans are woke, Kenyans are at it to try and remove bad leadership. The citizens have to try and ensure the politicians will be able to respect different occasions and platforms. So still on that, the Kikuyu MP Kimani Ichung'wah also has been at it with the church. So the MPs in parliament are, for example, Sylvanus Osoro, Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, and Minority Leader Junet Mohammed have been saying that the church has to keep to their lane. So Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah recently said the clergy cannot stop politicians from contributing to church developments. Also, the minority leader, Junet Mohammed, also said that the clergy should raise specific issues instead of generalized condemnation. So MPs are saying that the clergy has to keep off politics and stick to their mandate of offering spiritual nourishment. So the MPs took on religious leaders, accusing them of burdening them with cards for fundraising, while at the same time demonizing them that their monies are proceeds of corruption. So they even went further to accuse them of failing the society by engaging in politics. So the majority leader Kimani Ichung'wah says that the clergy cannot intimidate politicians from contributing to the church development, as it's the same church leaders that invite them. So Kimani Ichung'wah is saying that it's the church leaders who invite religious leaders to churches, and yet the first ones to condemn them and rebuke them and say they don't want their money. So Kimani Ichung'wah is saying that they have better things elsewhere to do than to be in churches to give money. So it's them who are called. He went on further to say that we must not be afraid to tell our religious leaders that even when we do good and give in church, we don't do that to please the bishops, reverends, or church members. We do it because it is pleasing to God. He added. So Kimani Ichung'wah still went on ahead to say that it's the church leaders who ask for help in building the Father's house and a road, only for the Archbishop to turn back and announce that the money will be returned. So yes, we have seen that the majority leader and the minority leader, and so the MPs have come out to try and respond to the church, because recently we have seen the the Catholic officials coming out strongly to call things out as they are, saying that it's high time the government caters to Kenyans. It's high time they have to deliver, because the church endorsed this government in 2022 rather than the opposition, which was Azimio. So for them, they feel like they have a scoreboard to settle, because they're the ones who endorsed it. So they have to put it on check to ensure that they deliver to the citizens. So and what I can say is that we can't say that the church has to keep to their lane, as we have heard from Kimani Ichung'wah and Junet Mohammed. So you see, the church is like the opium of the society. So the church is something that people look up to. The church is the church is like the foundation of the society. So whenever things happen, it's upon the church to come out and call them out. That's how we know we have a nation. So for the longest time, the church has been quiet on issues that are happening in the country, which raises concern. So, by them coming out strongly to call things as the way they are, it shows that something is not right. And when we speak, when they speak, the media speaks, the people speak, the politicians have to hear. And when the politicians hear, uh, they will be able to respond. And when they respond, it shows that they have to deliver to the citizens. Because what the issues that the churches are raising, those are the issues which Kenyans are facing. You can't overtax the citizens. You can't put something which the citizens are not okay with, because here in Kenya we are a democratic state. There's something that's called public participation. For example, the Adani deal. People objected the Adani deal, but the government went on to push it. And after pushing it, right now that the ones who have cancelled it because they have seen there's a lot of corruption with Adani. So what I would agree with Kimani Ichung'wah is that for a long time politicians have been called to churches to go and to go and help in raising funds. So and by them going to raise funds, I think they feel like they are so entitled. So we can, by them raising funds, they feel like we can stand here, politicize, we can say this, we can say that, because we have given money. So it's high time the church has to find ways of making money. The church has to find ways of them creating their own wealth so that they don't depend on politicians. Because when you depend on politicians, they have a score to settle, and these are the things which they will come out to say. Because politicians handle the finances of the country, so they have money and they don't deliver. Like for example, they eat CDF. So by them doing that, uh, here in Kenya, we have really glorified politicians. So that's why they are at a point where they feel like they can do whatever they want, they can say whatever they want. So the issues which the churches are raising are true issues. And when politicians, let's say, give money to church, that money that you are giving, it's going to help the people. And ministry needs money. And when you give it, you should give it out of goodwill. Don't give it expecting something in return. So going forward, I think the church has to continue keeping the government in check, calling out things the way they are, because when they do that, they are able to gain the respect back that was lost because the church has been quiet on many issues. For example, the finance bill. If the finance bill passed, the one for 2024, people would be suffering because we would be overtaxed, and these people would be twice richer than they are right now, and we wouldn't see developments. So that time the church was quiet; they did not call things out, of which it was wrong of them not to. So, but right now we are seeing the church is coming out strongly, particularly the Catholic bishops, or let's call them the clergy. Whenever I see them coming out strong, it shows that the country is in a kind of progress. So, do politicians need to stop giving money to churches? Yes, they do. The church should start finding ways of them developing that politicians, so that they don't feel like they're obligated to use the church as a platform to politicize and say whatever they can say and get away with it. Even come to politicize in front of the churches. So the so also the MPs should focus more on delivering to their people, because the National Assembly, they all of them who were elected had a manifesto, and in that manifesto they have to complete it before the 2027 elections for them to be able to even have a chance of being elected again. Because as I say, it's high time it's high time the citizens have to be voting leaders when they by checking their manifesto, because many politicians, even from the Uhuruto regime, they were not able to finish their manifesto. And you find the next election, people still give them their votes because we're not electing leaders based on their manifesto. Because if you are to, let's say, hold someone like Kimani Ichung'wah's manifesto in 2027 and see and stick the things he has done, the one he hasn't, then we'll be somewhere as a country, because the leaders will know that we huku ni kumoto, we have to deliver for us to even stand a chance of uh, getting a seat. So should the church stick in its own lane? Yes, they do. And should the church call things out the way they are? Yes, they do. They have to do both, because the church is like the opium of the society. So, and yes, that's what I can say about that issue. So we have also seen Babu Owino coming out strongly. Let's watch the video.
Ambayo tunacheza nayo, na mimi nikiona hata mtu mmoja anasema ana appreciate rais wa hii nchi, nasikia vibaya sana, kwa sababu Rais Ruto aliingia. Rais Ruto anasema alikuwa anauza kuku na mayai ili alimishwe. Kwa hivyo ni mtu ambaye anajua shida, ni mtu ambaye anajua shida, na kama anajua shida, mbona atatui shida ya wananchi ya Kenya? Mbona amesahau wa Kenya? Zakayo 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 must, Zakayo must, Zakayo must. Mlima washaamua, saizi mlima ni slippery. Anajaribu kurudi kule lake, pale kwa lake you will drown. Pale kwa lake you will. Mlima tumesema imefanya nini? Mlima imefanya nini? Anajaribu kurudi wapi? Anataka kurudi wapi? Lake tumesema akidrown, heri apande mlima, baada ataonekana. Lake akizama ataonekana kweli? Ataonekana kweli? Pale akizama ataonekana. Na samaki tamdi itamdishi. Najua penye mnaelekea, mnachenye mnafikiria.
So yes, that is the MP for Embakasi East, Babu Owino. And from the videos we have been seeing recently in the Jacaranda people, the Jacaranda people, the Jacaranda people are raising a rivalry between Babu and Baba. Some people are saying Babu is the leader now. They're saying Babu saizi ndio kusema, and there are still people who are strong. They follow Baba, who say Baba ndio kusema. So there's that rivalry in Jacaranda. So we have seen Babu Owino, who is the MP for Embakasi East, saying that for Ruto right now, his goose is cooked. They're saying he's saying anajaribu kupanda mlima iko slippery. He's saying Ruto anajaribu kurudi lake, lakini hatafika. Babu Owino is saying that samaki akijaribu kuja lake itaingia ndani ya maji. Samaki itafanya nini? samaki tamkula. So what he means is right now Ruto is trying to get his votes for 2027. He cannot access the mountain because he removed the truthful man, and the truthful man is the Mount Kenya kingpin right now that Uhuru is gone, and the truthful man also acknowledged that Uhuru was the undisputed kingpin of the Mount Kenya, but right now Uhuru is retired. There are videos of him which are trending on the internet, which Uhuru is saying that these days he doesn't speak, yet wanna watch TV. So right now Rigathi is the Mount Kenya kingpin, and we have seen that Rigathi said that in 2025 we're going to see politics like no other. It's going to even be better than the 2002, one, and he also spoke about the time of Matiba. So the Truthman is saying that next year in 2025 the mountain is going to roar once again. So the speculations are he's going to form a political party, and he's going to try and see whether in 2027 he can be able to clinch the seat of the presidency, of which my prediction is the High Court will bar him from running in 2027. So so Ruto will not be able to get the Mount Kenya votes because he removed the truthful man, even though Kindiki is from the mountain, but Kindiki will not be able to mobilize people to vote for him in 2027. So for Ruto to be able to access the mountain again, he has to make amends with the impeached deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, and he still has to be in good terms with some of the MPs like Ndindi Nyoro, who is loved by the people of the mountain, and he has to try and maintain the good relations with the people from the mountain, the likes of Irungu Kang'ata, Mwangi wa Iria, Kimani Ichung'wah, Moses Kuria. So if Ruto can access the mountain, but the best he can do is to make amends with the impeached deputy president, who is Rigathi Gachagua. So right now the mountain is gone for Ruto because there is a time the MP for Nyeri, Mutai Kaiga, was saying that they are not a community to be silent. For every action there is a reaction. So we are waiting to see the reaction of the mountain come 2027. And the thing is, right now people are saying, like Baboni is saying, Ruto is trying to access the lake. He's trying to look for a way in. That's why Baba brought in his people to the government. So they have the likes of Ali Hassan Joho, also have the likes of Opio Wandai and John Badi. So the thing is, Babu is saying Ruto is trying to penetrate the Nyanza region, but Babu is saying that this time he will not be able. But for me, I think it depends with Baba. If Baba endorses Ruto in 2027, then Ruto will be able to access the Nyanza people, and the Nyanza people will vote for him. And we have seen the 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 people of ODM right now defending the government. One of them is, yes, John Badi, because yesterday he said that the President Ruto listens. If we present our grievances, he'll be able to listen. We have seen also people like Opio and I coming out to defend deals like let's say the Adani deal, and etc. etc. So Ruto can be able to penetrate Nyanza because I don't even think Babu is too big enough to be able to try and control the Nyanza region to stop the stop Ruto from accessing there. So it just depends with the political leaders because as we know, Kenyan politics is always based on tribe and tribal kingpin. So if the tribal kingpin can be able to galvanize his people, then they will follow. They will follow the person which the tribal kingpin wants. So that's MP for Embakasi East, Babu Owino, who is saying that Ruto will not be able to access the mountain, will not access the lake region. They is saying that Ruto Anautu, saying is a person who is selling chicken, so he should know the issues that the people are facing, and he should also be able to address those issues. So we move on to the next video.
Na wamefinywa just because wako katika chama cha ODM. Mimi leo nimeshangazwa sana kusikia ya kwamba wabunge wetu wakati walienda pale kukutana na Raila walionywa kama watoto wadogo. Walionywa kama watoto wadogo, wakadhalilishwa. Wakina Caleb walidhalilishwa, wabunge wangu wakakamega wakadhalilishwa, na wakaambiwa jinsi ya kwamba mambo ya kutoa sijui mambo ya, wakaambiwa ni lazima CDF wasikue nao, lazima kera isikue hapo, na mambo mengi sana kama watoto wadogo. Mimi leo nataka niulize wabunge ambao walienda huko, msikue na wasiwasi. Tutakuwa na chama chenu ambao mtakuwa na huru, kwa sababu hatuwezi kuwa na kiongozi ambaye ana lecture nyinyi na wewe Oparanya akiwa pale. Yaani mimi nataka niulize wabunge, nyinyi msikue na wasiwasi. Huyo ambaye anasema chama Western City inapitisha mtu kwa ile chama ambayo ilikuwa hata mbunge ambayo ODM ilikuwa nayo, ulikuwa na wabunge wa Mumias West peke yake, lakini the rest wote walikuwa wabunge ambao walikuwa independent kwa sababu ya kazi yao. Wakina Shinali, Mheshimiwa Shinali, wakina Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi, wakina hao wote ambao walikuwa pale, hata wakina Mheshimiwa Nablindo walikuwa pale, walikuwa na watu ambao wamefanyia kazi watu wao wa constituency zao vizuri. Ndio that's why walikuwa na wakakuja the last minute ile bulldozing, wakapatiana bulldozing, wakatoa wabunge kwa DAP. Wakina Bishop ndio wakakuja wakanyang'anya DAP wakapeleka kwa ODM. Inanishangaza sana ya kwamba tunasomea wabunge wa Western kama watoto wadogo. Kwa sababu hatuna chama unadhalilisha, and that is why wabunge wote wamesusia kutosimama kwenda kuparticipate mambo ya election ya ODM huko Western. Na mimi nataka nishukuru sana wabunge wangu wakiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Shinali, chairman wetu, ambaye umekuwa pale ukanieleza ya kwamba shida ambayo imekuwa pale ni ya kwamba, kwa sababu nilikuwa na expect maneno ya Buhungu Stadium, maneno ya pale ya nini, hatujakaa na mkutano na governor wetu hapa. Sasa nataka governor Mheshimiwa Shinali uitishe mkutano, tukae chini, tukue na agenda. Hatutakubali mbunge yeyote ama mwanasiasa yeyote huko juu kwenda kupiga na wabunge wetu picha kama hujawapatia mradi. And it has come out clearly. Na mimi nataka nionye huyu mbunge ambaye anaitwa huyu mbunge wa Malava ambaye anaitwa Malulu Njendi. Malulu Njendi, mimi ukiendelea hivyo, nimeona pale tunataka kuanza kujaribu, tunataka kupigana na mimi. Malulu Njendi, mimi nikisimama na wewe hivi, Malulu Njendi, huwezi nitoa nguvu, huwezi nitoa ngumi. Nitakuleta mbio sana. Na mimi lazima nikuheshimu na lazima pia uniheshimu. Mimi mheshimiwa mjumbe wa Miasis constituency, wewe ni wa Malava. You have no authority to come and lecture me kama si mimi si mtoto wako, and I'll never be your son. Umesikia? Sasa wewe next time ukijaribu kuja hivyo, tutagongana na wewe, huwezi nishtua mimi. Tena atakuja na nisimamisha hapo mtu ukiendelea pale Malava, na atakuwa mbunge wa Malava. Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi, nataka nikushukuru sana, umeongea vizuri. Mheshimiwa Shinali, umeongea vizuri. Tutakuwa na mkutano na wabunge kama Kakamega ili ya kwamba tuongelee mambo ya Buhungu Stadium, tuongelee mambo ya Faro Level 4 Hospital, tuongee mambo ya airstrip ya Kakamega. Na hiyo ndio maneno ambayo tunataka, na zile barabara. Na tutakubali mtu apigwe picha Na wewe Khalwale, wewe ndio mtu ambaye umekuwa unapeleka wabunge huko, ukiwapeleka left right, hakuna mahali unaenda. Saa hii hakuna mtu ambaye atachezea wabunge wa Kakamega, na tumetangaza hali hatari ya kwamba na wamefinywa just because wako katika chama cha ODM. Mimi leo nimeshangazwa sana kusikia ya kwamba wabunge wetu wakati walienda pale kukutana na Raila walionywa kama watoto wadogo, wakadhalilishwa. Wakina Caleb walidhalilishwa, wabunge wangu wa Kakamega wakadhalilishwa, na wakaambiwa jinsi ya kwamba mambo ya kutoa sijui mambo ya, wakaambiwa ni lazima CDF wasikue nao, lazima Kera isikue hapo, na mambo mengi sana kama watoto wadogo. Mimi leo nataka niulize wabunge ambao walienda huko, msikue na wasiwasi. Tutakuwa na chama chenu ambao mtakuwa na huru, kwa sababu hatuwezi kuwa na kiongozi ambaye ana lecture nyinyi na wewe Oparanya akiwa pale. Yaani mimi nataka niulize wabunge, nyinyi msikue na wasiwasi. Huyo ambaye anasema chama Western City inapitisha mtu kwa ile chama ambayo ilikuwa hata mbunge ambayo ODM ilikuwa nayo, ulikuwa na wabunge wa Mumias West peke yake, lakini the rest wote walikuwa wabunge ambao walikuwa independent kwa sababu ya kazi yao. Wakina Shinali, Mheshimiwa Shinali, wakina Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi, wakina hao wote ambao walikuwa pale, hata wakina Mheshimiwa Nablindo walikuwa pale, walikuwa na watu ambao wamefanyia kazi watu wao wa constituency zao vizuri. Ndio that's why walikuwa na wakakuja the last minute ile bulldozing, wakapatiana bulldozing, wakatoa wabunge kwa DAP. Wakina Bishop ndio wakakuja wakanyang'anya DAP wakapeleka kwa ODM. Inanishangaza sana ya kwamba tunasomea wabunge wa Western kama watoto wadogo, ati kwa sababu hatuna chama. Unadhalilisha, and that is why wabunge wote wamesusia kutosimama kwenda kuparticipate mambo ya election ya ODM huko Western. Na mimi nataka nishukuru sana wabunge wangu wakiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Shinali, chairman wetu, ambaye umekuwa pale ukanieleza ya kwamba shida ambayo imekuwa pale ni ya kwamba, kwa sababu nilikuwa na expect maneno ya Buhungu Stadium, maneno ya pale ya nini, hatujakaa na mkutano na governor wetu hapa. Sasa nataka governor Mheshimiwa Shinali uitishe mkutano, tukae chini, tukue na agenda. Hatutakubali mbunge yeyote ama mwanasiasa yeyote huko juu kwenda kupiga na wabunge wetu picha kama hujawapatia mradi. And it has come out clearly. Na mimi nataka nionye huyu mbunge ambaye anaitwa huyu mbunge wa Malava ambaye anaitwa Malulu Njendi. Mimi ukiendelea hivyo, nimeona pale tunataka kuanza kujaribu, tunataka kupigana na mimi. Malulu Njendi, mimi nikisimama na wewe hivi, Malulu Njendi, huwezi nitoa nguvu, huwezi nitoa ngumi, nitakuleta mbio sana. Na mimi lazima nikuheshimu na lazima pia uniheshimu. Mimi ni mheshimiwa mjumbe wa Miasis constituency, wewe ni wa Malava. You have no authority to come and lecture me kama as if mimi si mtoto wako and I'll never be your son. Umesikia? Sasa wewe next time ukijaribu kuja hivyo, tutagongana na wewe, huwezi nishtua mimi. Tena atakuja na nisimamisha hapo mtu ukiendelea pale Malava, na atakuwa mbunge wa Malava. Mheshimiwa Seka Miradi, nataka nikushukuru sana, umeongea vizuri. Mheshimiwa Shinali, umeongea vizuri. Tutakuwa na mkutano na wabunge kama Kakamega ili ya kwamba tuongelee mambo ya Buhungu Stadium, tuongelee mambo ya Referral Level 4 Hospital, tuongee mambo ya airstrip ya Kakamega. Na hiyo ndio maneno ambayo tunataka, na zile barabara. Na tutakubali mtu apigwe picha. Na wewe Khalwale, wewe ndio mtu ambaye umekuwa unapeleka.
So that is Mumias East MP who goes by the name Peter Salasya, the person whom we always see every weekend in Nairobi, either in Quiver or in a Paris lounge. He likes to party a lot. Napenda kupiga sherehe kwa klabu, kuweka mziki na kukatika. And of course, Peter Salasya is one of those MPs who campaigned having nothing in the pockets. Amezunguka kuomba kura, and fortunately he was able to get that position of the MP. So right now he's enjoying life, and he's trying to cater for his people. And from the start of the video, I've seen him complaining about the ODM party, saying that they have been called by the leader of ODM. We know he's talking about Raila Odinga. And he's coming out clearly to say that ametuma watu walio wa huko wende huko amewasomea wakiwa na uparanya, because he's saying because they don't have a party. And has also gone ahead to say that the MP for Malaba, I can't pronounce the name well, but I think he has said he's in jail, or something. Yes, Salasya is saying that huyu hawezi kumchapa vita ya mkono, and he's saying that I'm not your son. He's saying that one on one he can. He's saying that one on one he can knock him out very badly. He's also gone ahead to say that they should start talking about things of interest to the public. For example, the airstrip for the people of Western. They should start talking about those issues, and of which that's the things I'm saying. The thing with these politicians, they have to start talking about important things like the airstrip, the what else, funding for the CDF funding, because it's very hard sometimes to try and be able to for parents to raise school fees. So CDF should help Mwasoko huko Ushago. There is an issue with the school fees. So that's why we have politicians and MPs. So we have to talk about things that are of interest to the public. Like for example, the politicians are being able to provide CDF money so that the parents are able to send their children to high school and study for free. And after airstrip, the people have to try and make use of how they can be able to enhance the agricultural sector, because Western is a fertile place. So the MPs have to trying to improve the lifestyle. Also, the health sector is something that needs to be addressed. So there are many issues to do with development that needs addressing in the country, and politicians have to talk about them and address them instead of coming out to complain ati watu ati ma MP wa huko wametumwa huko kwenda kusomewa by their party leader. So for them to be called kwenda kusomewa, it means there's something which they haven't done. And I'm not really the biggest fan of the ODM party, but I believe if you call people kwenda kuwasomea, it means they have done something wrong. And if they have done something wrong, you correct and you move on. So because the party has to uphold integrity, the morals of the party also have to be held. So and then as I was saying, it's high time we have to start addressing issues that are affecting the public, and we also have to address issues that are of development in the country. Yes, because I've noticed the mostly the issues that are mostly addressed are political, like people being called kwenda kusomewa. How does that help the common mwananchi? How does that help the farmers who are growing maize or even sugarcane? It's not helping them kama wameenda wamesomewa. Yeah. So the things that are helping the people are things to do with the health sector, education, how people can put money in their pockets, financial literacy, because it's an epidemic in Kenya. So and trying to make life easier for the people. So those are the issues which politicians have to focus more and try to address them instead of coming out kutuambia party MPs huko Western wateteshwa juu hawana nini political party. So how does forming a political party going to help the common wananchi? Those are issues we have to raise. So we have to break down things, talk more about things that are of interest to the public, rather than talking about issues that are directly related to politicians. So yes, so move on to the next story. Uh, we have seen recently we have seen that the the teachers called off their strike. Right now, they are trying to find a way to be able to save this semester that is almost done away with. Uh, so I don't know how they're going to do that, but I'm hearing they are supposed to extend the semester to recover the time lost. So the plan is this. So the the MMAST has confirmed that the semester is they're set to conclude it on December 20th, 2024, while students will take their examinations in January 2025. MMU also confirmed that the students will sit the examinations in January 2025. So that is for Multimedia University. For the Kenyatta University, examination for regular students are initially scheduled for November 21 to December 11th, 2024. So they had to reschedule it to December 20th, 2024. So the thing is that the students in public university will have an extended first semester to make up for the time lost during the lecturers' recent strike. So we can say there are a lot of issues. Like right now, the there's a lot of time that has been wasted because students haven't been in class for the in public in universities for a while because of the strike. The issues of the lecturers haven't been addressed yet. So, but right now it's a good thing they're back in class, but a lot of time has been lost and the questions are being raised. Should students still pay the same fee? And how will that time be recovered? Because in January we're supposed to begin another semester, but in January we have heard from the some of the university they're going to sit for their exams instead of this December. So that is a lot of time that is wasted. It cannot be recovered. So the CS for Education, Migos, has a lot of work to do, has a lot of issues to address. So this thing should never happen again because a lot of time is lost. We're wondering how are we going to recover it. Because if you look at the private institutes, they have been going on, they have done this semester, so by January they're moving on to another. So, but for the public universities, the 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 semester has to be carried forward to next year. So I don't know if next year they're going to try and combine two semesters, but the students will feel like there is inadequacy because a lot of time has been wasted, which speaks a lot about this government. But we can't just say it's this government because lecturers have been on strike for a while, long while. The only difference is this one they were not allowed to carry out demonstrations because the constitution is not being respected. So those are the issues country has to speak about. And we have also seen apart from that, the not the lecturers, the doctors, 600 of them are scheduled to also start a strike. So means the health sector hasn't been addressed. And the issues we're raising is that, for example, how are politicians being paid 1 million? Doctors are being paid 70,000. and they're the ones who are doing a job of saving people. So these are the issues which we are raising. So if the doctors can go on strike also, that will be a very big blow to the country, because we need doctors. We do need a lot of doctors because we have sick patients. Masoko place huko mashinani, we need a lot of doctors to go and cater to the people, because huko there are less doctors. So we need people there to go and address some of the issues which the people there are facing. So so there are a lot of things that are happening in the country which needs politicians to be able to address them, but the fact that they are not really addressing them, for them it's more of political issues that they are talking about, and that has no any benefit to the common mwananchi. So going forward, I hope the teachers won't go, the doctors won't go on strike. The issues should be catered for. So the government has to try and speak to them, to hear what are their issues they are facing and address them. Going forward, we need to improve our education sector, and we have also seen today that CAF was here in Kenya. They came to inspect our stadium, Kasarani Stadium. So yes, we have also heard that Talanta Stadium will be finished by 2025. So says the our cabinet secretary for sports, Kipchumba Murkomen. So if we finish Nyayo, we finish with the Kasarani Stadium and the Talanta, and we also get to do also more stadiums in the country, like the Afraha. Afraha is a stadium which needs to also be developed, because if we compare the stadiums that we have in the country to the ones like, for example, Tanzania and Uganda. No, let's talk about Tanzania has better stadiums than us. eh. So, and this all goes back to the issue which needs to be addressed. The issue of public funds being embezzled, and projects always being launched. Every time we always hear Kasarani will be rebuilt, Nyayo will be rebuilt, it will be rebuilt, but in real sense, it's not being built. So those are the issues which have to be addressed. So if you are hosting the 2027, no, I don't think it's 27. Sorry for the mistake, but the next AFCON, we need to do the stadiums and do them well, and improve on the capacity mostly, to be able to cater to a lot of the football fans will be coming in the country. So I hope Kipchumba Murkomen will be able to deliver. He will be able to try as much as possible that to see that the stadiums are finished before the 2020, before the next AFCON, which will be happening in Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, and not just finishing the stadiums, finishing them well enough. So so that he can try and improve, not to improve, try and salvage a point for this government, because as it stands, they're not really delivering on anything. So, so as we host the 2027, not the 2027, sorry, as we host the next AFCON, the things which Kenya has to improve also, our national team is not doing anyhow well, because we have seen that we had an easy group, which are the likes of Malawi, but we are not able to get past that group, which speaks volume of where we are as a country in terms of sports. So it shows that there is no good scouting being done, there is no structure, there is no system, there is no style of play, there is no one squad which is supposed to be playing consistently like the one Senegal have. So, and their problems are deeply rooted. They start from the top to the bottom. So Kipchumba Murkomen and his team government, I hope you guys will be able to finish the stadium. So in 2027, not the 27, sorry, the next Africa Cup of Nations, we can have we have a stadium, and and then we'll have to be playing our home matches here in the country instead of hearing Kenya is somewhere, let's say in Uganda, and we are playing our home matches there for the AFCON qualifier. So by us doing that, we lack the home advantage record, which goes back to the problem of the government not addressing the issues which the citizens are facing. So we have done 1 hour. Those are the things that are happening right now in the country. Thank you to everyone who has been with me from the start of the show till right now. If you are watching us on Facebook, if you're watching us, let's say on YouTube, please consider subscribing to Afrique 24, your 24-hour YouTube channel, where we bring you the top stories that are happening in the country, and we try to break down everything in the political arena, things that are happening in the sports. We have Dimbala Afrique, hosted by Boni Kimanzi. We have Mzalendo Uncensored, and we have the 60 Minutes Top Stories, which are hosted by me. We have a show every day of the week, 7 days, Sunday to Sunday, and we try to educate people, inform them of things that are happening. We try to engage and break down the things that are happening in the country. So if you are joining me from Facebook, please consider going to YouTube, type Afrique 24, subscribe. It's worthy of your subscription. So we come to the end of the show. We still plead the people to watch our videos, like, share, subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and we appreciate all of you. So from my end, it's been a nice show. My name is Alex Ogega. Thank you, and till next time, bye.